Hey dipshits, it's Hunter. Just want to remind you that you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at OlderNDumber. That way you can keep up to date on any news we have going on or alerts, all types of different things. But either way, here's the show. Later, dipshits.
Is that our background music?
Hello? Maybe I was...
Do you want to...
We're good.
Do you want to call my dad?
No, we're good.
We don't need him.
They're not. The other ones aren't recording. So even if there is something playing, they're not recording. If it's got the red,
They're also separate tracks.
yes, they are separate. tracks. This is us though. We're okay. This is it.
This is it.
So
Can I finally get
This is an
to...
experiment
get to
because
what?
we usually use these bad boys. We each have one of these.
They're trash.
And they're not
Stop.
trash.
You're
They're
trash.
Garbage.
They're our beginning.
They're
These are
actual-
all USB microphones, and we're doing an
Literal
XLR
actually, yeah, he's
specifically
got it.
for your episode because we like you so much, Kevin.
I don't know. You didn't show up last week, so it's like...
I mean, you hurt our feelings last week, but it's okay.
I mean, I'm pretty scarred from people not showing up to D&D, so I was like, oh, he's never showing up ever again.
You really hurt him. But yeah, this is you're all hearing some new sound right now.
The Yeti.
Yeah.
The Yeti.
So,
Blue Yeti. What, Joey?
Except that is red.
Can I
That one,
ask
yeah.
you now?
Sure, do it.
All right.
Make sure you guys are close to the microphone when you
So,
talk.
Is
this
this
too
too close?
That's close enough.
Okay.
if a person of a set gender has a persona that's the opposite gender, is there a pronoun for that, and what is it?
No, that's just they are
That'd
the
be-
gender they describe
Yeah,
themselves off, and then they also have a persona.
Yeah, you can have two genders. Why not?
Your persona is a different personality.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like a whole different thing, right?
yeah. I think.
Joey,
What do
shouldn't you know?
do you have the answer? Is there an answer to
Yeah,
this?
is there an answer to this test?
No.
Is there an answer?
That was question one?
Theoretical.
Joey said that was the run-up question. That was very deep.
Icebreaker.
I don't think we've ever had a deep philosophical question
I'm
like
like, I
that
haven't
before.
drank nearly enough of
I don't know. I kind of feel like an idiot sometimes. Although I am an idiot, so it kind of works out.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
That's so funny. Last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur. Put that cookie down now!
That is the most real, authentic, hysterical laugh of my entire life because that is not a plan.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Speaking of drinks, oh my god, I'm gonna get drunk 100%. That's too delicious. That's too good. You brought us something. What'd you bring us?
I brought bourbon. I don't remember what kind.
A brand.
A
of
brand.
bourbon.
Did anyone
bourbon.
read it?
No,
Well,
we're not sponsored
sure
by
it's
them, so we're
locally
not going to
sourced.
say.
Right, so we can't say. Yeah,
Right.
that makes
That's the reason.
Yes,
why.
brought to you by-
Definitely,
Tradition. You're
definitely
actually
not
the
because
second
we
guest,
forgot.
though, to do liquor, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
What was-
are.
That's
what was
right.
the first one?
thing. Shy did.
No,
Mark
okay.
Corn
Well,
Dog
we were
Queen.
like, we're going to do Margs, and then Shy brought stuff. It didn't just show up. It wasn't like...
she said, "Let's
Right.
get Margs," and then
Right. It was still her idea, which counts.
Mars?
I could look at the logs.
We did margaritas in these cups. Actually.
All right.
Yes, and I brought you tidings of trunk bourbon.
Yeah.
I love trunk bourbon.
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Better.
It's the
There's
best trunk
nothing more
bourbon I've had.
Comic-Con than trunk liquor.
I was like, this open bottle of bourbon has been in my car for 4 days. Let's have some.
It's great.
Well, everyone, welcome to another episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast about three dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call Earth. As always, we have Cardboard King, business mogul, cantrip owner, new sweatshirt wearing because he lost his Inuyasha sweatshirt, wearing a hat, got his face looking like he ate a Sour Patch, Carter Ruttle.
Oh, hey,
I don't know if
what's
that
up?
came through
It's
well.
me. How you guys doing? It's nice to see. I see some familiar faces in here, so it's nice. I'll be here all night. To my left, Booba Drawer himself. For hire, draw your eggs. Joey Schichtel, aka Slutty Mage.
Hey, it's a living. And of course, we're joined by the voice that gets you moist, aka voice of Hunter Taylor.
Hey, that's me, your boy. What's up? Voice of Hunter on the internet, everywhere.
It's good to see everyone.
Yeah. It's supposed to be Joey's turn to introduce.
Oh, is it?
Uh-huh.
I thought you were gonna like shoot it back to me.
No, I told you to do it right
But, and then
now.
we got the.
What a great
I
interview.
thought
This is the
after all-
best. This is the best.
After all that,
introduction.
I'm just supposed to go, hi.
Hello.
I'm here too.
Joey, who's in
We
the
have
studio
a.
with us?
We
Yeah,
have
who is this
a
guy?
old friend of mine that does a very important event here in the local area for all of us nerdy folk. It is
Nerds, kings, queens alike.
Kevin Falkenberg of Page One Entertainment.
Yeah. That sounds really official.
I know, right?
Is it Page One? Wait, what is it? Page One?
Page One Entertainment.
Page One Entertainment. Is that an LLC or what is that? DBA?
We have both. The
Say.
Page One Entertainment partnership is what we use to run Twin Tiers Comic-Con, and then we also have Page One LLC, which we use to purchase Checkpoint Gaming Lounge in the Arnott Mall in Horseheads, New York. So it's a little.
So did you originally not own Checkpoint Lounge, or did you?
No.
Okay.
The previous owner opened it in 2018.
I remember.
And he had to close that, obviously, during COVID because he was kind of, A, he was in a mall.
Yeah.
And B, he was kind of labeled akin to like movie theaters. So I don't know if you remember, they were like one of the last ones that could reopen.
Yeah.
So, plus malls.
Yeah.
So he ended up getting another job. Him and his wife both did while they were, during COVID times. And they reopened it, but they were just having the part-timers run it.
Right.
And then he decided that he was
done.
losing money doing that because he was just paying people to run the store.
Right.
And obviously it was fresh off of COVID, so nobody was really going out yet.
Yeah.
So he decided he was actually going to sell everything off like piece by piece, just kind of selling all the computers and all the consoles and whatever. But yeah, we went in, my partner Mike, with both Page Ones. We went in January and not something that I expected to happen this year, but we ended up, buying the place, and we put pen to paper in like May 12th, I think.
That's
it was.
awesome.
So,
Has it been love ever
I remember
since?
going.
Yeah, it's been great. We've changed
For
a bunch
those-
of stuff, but
Sorry, before you get too deep. For those who don't know, what is Checkpoint Lounge? We should probably say that.
Yes,
That's a good point.
Yeah, Checkpoint Lounge is a gaming lounge, primarily a party space. Birthday parties, we've done bachelor parties, and it's basically
Probably doing a drink and draw soon.
yeah.
Oh.
And it's pretty much just all kinds of video gaming. We have consoles, PCs, VR. We have a Rock Band room for groups that apparently Rock Band is still pretty popular. I was unaware of this. I thought Rock Band and Guitar Hero and such kind of went passe.
That's like half of my music taste right there.
Yeah. So it's just odd, but everybody still comes in, sometimes in groups, and they all play Rock Band. So, and we have retro consoles too, NESs and Segas and whatnot.
Right.
So it's pretty much, we do walk-ins, but having walk-in hours is pretty much just kind of free advertising for doing parties.
For your other stuff.
So, yeah.
I did my birthday there when it opened,
Oh.
2018. So
Happy birthday.
oh, thanks. VR is like one of my favorite things. So-
Yeah, we upgraded that too. We have like 4 or 5 headsets now. So
Oh heck yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's the perfect
Yeah.
place. It's the perfect place for the Phantasmaphobia stream.
Oh,
That's true.
my God.
For your other projects.
yeah, we actually have a streaming room there.
Oh, that's dope.
It's one of the things we set up. We've set up 2 mics and
Yeah, they have a
a,
fancy podcast room. I'm jealous.
an audio mixer, not
That's true.
as
Bro,
sophisticated as
archaic.
This is a
Came
transformer.
from-
It's
Yeah.
it's nothing
The forgotten
new.
time.
Hey, we're a vintage
This-
podcast.
yeah.
We can put that in our hashtag.
not
now.
as
This
not
is
as
like-
sophisticated, but yeah.
This is part of the flux capacitor. Basically.
Yeah, every other
integral
Friday we
part.
do Smash Brothers tournaments, and they actually use the streaming room to stream it on Twitch.
Stream it on Twitch.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's
We had to
cool.
get a capture card and all that jazz. So yeah.
Splatoon 3 just came out today. You gonna do Splatoon 3 tournaments?
I'm
I
thinking
hear
about
those
it.
are pretty big.
Yeah,
Probably
we
not,
haven't
'cause that's a
purchased
dead
it yet,
game.
but we're thinking about it.
just came out.
Yeah, it's a dead game.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we've not purchased it yet, but yeah, there's a lot of games. It's hard with doing with the gaming lounge, especially with Switches, because we have 4 of them, and you can't
Share.
you can't share shit. Can I swear? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
you can.
Whatever the fuck
'cause-
you'd like, Kev.
Yeah, that's good because that's no. The other podcast that I infrequently record with my friend is like it's just swearing. It's like swearing top to bottom.
That's basically what we are here.
Yeah. So it's I should put my cup down. I'm rattling ice into the microphone.
That's
like, hey,
good ASMR.
clink, clink, clink. Yeah, that's right. A good ASMR. So yeah, I don't remember what the hell I was talking about now.
The gaming lounge.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
speaking of the gaming lounge, your other project, Twin Tiers Comic Con, right? How long
Yes.
have you been
More
involved
like
with
your
that
baby
slash running
rather than
that?
your project.
Wow.
It's been a
So
minute, right?
yeah. So originally we were brought in by Jared Aosa at Heroes Your Mouth Throughout Comic Shop. because he needed basically help planning
professional.
the show. Well, I mean, we weren't
We were
professionals.
all equally professional at the time.
Yeah, we were not. I was. Yeah, I was definitely not. Especially coming in fresh, I was like, I had no professional experience with this. It mostly started with just kind of like, I kind of remember the conversation. It just happened that Mike and I were both at the store, and he was like, "So, I'm going to need some help because I think, it was like tax liability and whatnot of putting on the show and like selling tickets for it and this and that." So it's basically we kind of came in and formed a partnership kind of on the fly. And the first one that we had helped do unofficially was in like 2011. And then 2012 and 13, we did Hero BotCons. 2014 was the first Twin Tiers Comic Con because I had my delusions of grandeur to expand it and make it a 2-day show and do it at the first arena and all this, craziness.
That is crazy.
I remember standing out in front of the Airplane Museum.
Yeah, pouring rain.
Be like, next year, 2-day show at the arena.
Yeah. I was saying it back then because I had already met with the arena before that show went on. And I was like pitching it to the GM of the arena. I'm like, here's what I want to do. And the guy was like, what the fuck is a Comic-Con? And I'm like, this is going to be great. And by the way, what the fuck is a Comic-Con is a common trend that I get when I approach anyone about this show doing sponsorships or whatnot. They're like, what? It's
It's
what?
so
That's
crazy.
so yeah, I
with
feel
how,
like they'd be so
how
much more
big
known.
Oh,
Now.
old people are
you would
really
think,
stuff
stupid.
has
yeah.
gotten into
Yeah.
like the cultural
boomers, yeah.
zeitgeist.
Yeah, because no one like new
boomers.
owns anything, right? So like all of these like arena owners and everything and people who run them are
Right.
just like ancient, right?
Yeah. Because they just think like, comic books, that's kid stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, but you think like people
Kids
are like,
grow up.
Kids grow
They're
up.
adults now.
But I'm like, what do you think that like, how do you think we're putting the show on that? Like we're relying on like the allowance from 8-year-olds to buy tickets? Like, no, like people are obviously coming and spending money to come.
Yeah, this is the 8th year in.
Spending money to come is the name of my other podcast.
Oh, nice.
But,
Titled My Sex Tape, so that's a weird coincidence.
Holy shit.
yeah.
Name your sex tape.
So yeah, it's just the hard part is kind of has been since what has that been now since like 10 11 years I guess since the whole thing started is trying to convince sponsors that this is a thing and people do come and spend money because it's our primary audience is like 25 to 45, so it's like which we would have assumed going into it that's what the primary audience was going to be because I've been to Comic Cons and that's what the audience is.
I mean, you knew the demographic from the comic shop. Like,
yeah, exactly.
There were kids in there getting their free comic books or whatever on Free Comic Book Day, but for the most part, it's old guys like us in there collecting.
Yeah, yeah, and it sucks because like that's why at the end of the shows now I have them like hand out surveys and be like asking all the vendors and the artists like, ooh, how'd you do? How much money did you make? Like blah blah blah, like all these, and we're like, you don't have to put your name on it if you don't want to. And now we've become like the cog in the machine of like, yeah, I need this for merchandising and like for marketing. Like I need your demographic information. Like, how much money did you make?
How much money did you make?
So I'm like,
did
I can
you
approach
report this
sponsors
to the
now.
IRS?
Right.
Check marketing.
Have you told New York State that you made this money this weekend? I have
Absolutely
proof. You wrote
not.
it down.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, normally we start off the show with catching up on everybody's weeks.
Yeah, we do that. That is part of the format most of the time.
Carter,
question
did
is,
you do anything fun this week?
I ran myself into the ground with work. That was really fun.
Beautiful.
So
Lovely week.
What'd you do?
So I worked on quarter cards for college clubs. That's what I did at the shipping office I work at during my day job.
For people who don't
And
know what a
then-
quarter card is, what's a quarter
A quarter card is basically just like a flyer. It's a quarter of a page, and then you put like your information on it. It's like a business card.
You know
but
the poor
for cards.
bastards who are
Business
getting
card
paid
bigger.
like $2 an hour to stand on a corner and hand out flyers for
they're
their
those.
local club.
Yeah,
It's
or
one
like
of
what they
those.
have on, like college students have on tables.
Like what we
to,
have
like-
the street team do for free every year.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I love all our volunteers. I just want to say that.
And then
Mostly because I can't pay them.
Hunter, hang up. Can you please stop?
Where were we?
All right.
Quarter
Okay.
cards?
So
I've been interrupted.
I honestly didn't know we take calls. So I could have like
you
put the
can
word
call
out.
and just give everyone Hunter's number. So besides quarter cards, I ran.
Oh, right.
I ran 2 drafts this week for my company. My
Carter's
card
a small
shop,
business owner as well.
Cantrip
Yeah.
Cards and Games.
Excellent.
So we ran 2 Magic drafts this weekend at Modern Alchemy downtown.
Nice.
And then I also worked a catering gig this week at my other job. Other job.
Yeah.
Nice.
So not my day job, my business, or it's my
you
other
He just never
job.
stops working.
We
is
need to
basically
play
what it
extra
is.
D&D. I have a
know the
4-day
feeling.
weekend, but I'm
Yeah.
working 3 of the 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to play D&D.
That's
every
true.
night.
That's true. I'll fit it in. It's fine.
Let's not bury the
Make
lead
it
here.
work.
What was the catering gig?
I worked at a wedding full of very rich old white people.
Oh.
Cornell wedding.
No, it was a Jewish wedding.
Was it full masks and like?
No,
you know-
they were no
Like a
masks.
masquerade.
Yeah, masquerade ball.
Yeah, eyes
No,
wide
no.
shut up in there.
No. Oh, no.
I'd cater that gig.
They were hoisting people on chairs. You know.
Did they? Is the stomping the glass a
What do you mean they?
wedding thing, or is that a baptism thing?
I don't remember.
Did they stomp on a glass?
I think they threw rice. That's like a Jewish thing.
Is it?
That's just like a wedding thing.
I don't.
I think,
know.
yeah.
Anyways, I was
Did they say
there.
I
Except
do?
it's bird
That's the
seed
important
now
part.
because
I
the
started
rice
my-
apparently
Right,
you
and
know,
it hurts the
Yeah.
birds.
kills the
I
birds.
started my shift there at 12 at noon, and
You
I
worked
finished
till,
at
like,
3
2
a.m.
o'clock
Yeah.
at 3 a.m.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you tell Sam he's a madman?
No, I told Sam I'll help you once a month to help you out, and I'm working this weekend, by the way, so twice a month.
Have you ever thought about vending at a comic convention?
You know, I'll vent.
By the way, we have tables up.
I mean, absolutely. If there's once we get
You're
more
already at
things
our
rolling.
booth.
We actually met with a guy last night to start the gaming section. You know,
I
planning.
mean,
we already
no, I can
have-
bring one of my co-owners. We have 4 co-owners in my store. We have plenty of bodies to throw around as volunteers.
4 co's,
Yeah.
4 locos.
You're not wrong.
For loco. Oh, it's a callback, comedic loop. All right,
It's a callback to something we didn't record.
that's all our callbacks.
That's all of it. That's our content. That's like peak content right
Oh
there.
God.
Anyways, Joey, how was your week? What'd you do this week?
I worked on merch for T2C2.
Yeah.
Nice.
CastCon merch is coming along. I'm about halfway done with the T-shirt designs, so hopefully those will be done by the end of
Nice.
the week.
What are you
By
doing
the
here?
time, yeah, by
I
the
know,
time,
right? Like I should be.
Get back to work.
I
to
draw
work, guy I don't
drew,
pay.
Drew some werewolf titties. And I don't know if I'm at liberty to say what those werewolf titties are for, but they might be related to T2C2. I'm just gonna,
Maybe.
seed that
Who
out
knows?
there.
Private collection.
Is it the thing that you talked
They're
about?
not safe for work.
Yeah,
VIP
I didn't
bag.
know. Yeah, I didn't know if that was a
might
spoiler or
be.
not. I didn't want to say it out loud.
Not really. We've kind of soft put. No, that's weird.
No, it's
I don't
hard.
wanna use that word. We've done a soft release on tickets.
Ah, nice.
So I haven't announced it yet. One
So
person
it's
bought
a-
tickets, and I'm
it's
like,
a half chub ticket.
Yeah, one person bought 2 tickets. Yeah, exactly. One guy bought 2 tickets, and I'm like, somebody's paying attention. Like, we haven't announced anything, and he's actually our one fan. This is great.
the one
Hey,
fan.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, you just need one.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So what else
Keep
did you
it
do this
light.
week?
Well, we've had 2 very dramatic, intense. You and me, Carter.
Me and Joey.
Oh,
We're the
Dungeon
only
and
ones who
Dragons.
roll. We're
That's
the
the
only
end of
ones
the
who role
Saga
play.
sessions.
Yeah, me and Joey are the only ones who role play in our D&D sessions. So
Oh,
it's
stop.
the only drama we
Okay.
get.
There's other people. They just create the most drama.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about D&D then.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. In-person drama, not like actual character drama. They
We
never
go
role
off
play.
on D&D.
Well, you're talking about having an intense role-playing session, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, me and Joey
Well,
all
I
night.
mean, hey, the one is it might be a romance. We haven't quite got there yet. Haven't fully established it, but the L word's been dropped.
Why put labels on it,
I didn't drop it though. It was Hunter's character that dropped the
It
L
was
word.
Jyrek.
I
You
for sure.
did.
I know, I-
literally. Jyrek was like, "How do you really feel, Farron?" I love her, Jyrek. Well, you have to tell her that. It was fucking horrible.
It's a good
beautiful.
session.
Yeah.
Good sesh.
It was fun.
Was that part of the quest, or was that just...
No,
We don't quest.
Joey's character ran away.
Very soap opera like.
You've seen Naruto, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how Sasuke runs away.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Dude, I'm
Joey's
not-
Joey
character
pulled a Sasuke.
Joey's character Ziri pulled a Sasuke, and Carter's character Farron cried about it, put himself in a bubble. My character Jyrek looked through a hole in the wall and was like, "Why are you crying?"
It was a force cage.
Yeah,
You're really.
Wait, this right.
Where did the wall... Wait, what?
No,
You're
it was
taking
a-
the
it was a
drama
wall
out
of
of
force.
this.
I cast wall of force.
It's a glory hole. That's
Taking-
fine.
Yeah.
Just say what it is.
Pretty much.
It's true.
But yeah,
Well,
that's basically what
The
happened.
hole's gonna remain in the wall. Let's just say that.
What else, Joey? What else did you do this week?
I feel like I put up a reel, an unboxing reel,
I
the
watched
first
it.
one
I
I've
saw
done
it.
that I was very proud of, and it didn't get any traction. And it
You
made
didn't
me
use
so
the right.
sad.
You didn't use the right hashtags. You got to put hashtag
I used
poop.
every hashtag that you said.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you use
I actually have
hashtag
to
poop?
check if you did.
I didn't use hashtag poop. Shy says don't use hashtag.
Hashtag poop. Hashtag poop. Let's get it going, guys. Hashtag poop.
What did Hunter do this week? That's my question.
Yeah, Hunter.
what'd you use?
you're the last one to talk about your week.
What do you mean Kevin's here?
I know Kevin is here, but
I want to know what Joey
you're the third
unboxed.
one.
Because I did not watch your video.
Yeah. Oh.
Because you did not put the proper hashtags on it, obviously.
You didn't put hashtag
A
poop.
movie
That's why.
masterpiece.
I only follow hashtag Let's Go Brandon, so I don't know.
Transformers. Movie masterpiece Transformers Black.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He's
pretty
he's
dope.
a thick boy. He's a
And all
real
of his
big
things
chungus.
broke.
He's a thick boy. Okay.
Very happy with him. He's a cool Transformer.
Nice.
Dope.
It's on my Instagram. Slooty
Yeah, go on his
Snaps.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I have 4 Instagram accounts. I will check yours.
I have
on one
so
of them.
many.
Holy shit.
Just make them every day.
I have
And
two.
then
I
I like
I
them.
have 2. I
I
feel
have
like
2.
4 is excessive.
I have 7
Well, we
likes.
have
They're all
3.
mine.
I have 3.
It's so annoying when I go to announce something for the Comic-Con on the checkpoint page, and I'm like, fuck.
Oh, I just
Delete,
typed all of this
redo
up.
it.
Yep.
Shit. I don't know where I am.
Yeah, like
God,
when
I'll do that.
I like hentai with the Older and Dumber.
Bro, he
Twitter.
uses our account to go and like his hentai furry shit
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. May's
I'm like,
like,
Joey, our algorithm is fucked. What is
algorithm-
happening?
Our algorithm is just tentacles.
Every
everywhere.
time I log in, I just see fucking furry porn everywhere. What is
Because-
this Rule 34 I'm looking at?
Hunter didn't know what Rule 34
I didn't know what that
before
was.
like 2
Yeah,
weeks
we
ago.
learned about that on a previous
Because of
podcast
Joey.
episode.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hunter was
Throw blame
exploring.
around.
It was, yeah.
There's an important question though I ask every week. Hunter,
Mhm.
voice of Hunter, at
Mhm.
voice of Hunter, Hunter Taylor.
Mhm.
Did you get any roles this week?
Oh, Joey.
No.
Yes, I did.
What a twist. No one knew about this.
No one knew. Everyone knew it was going to be something when you had a build up like that. I did. I got a roll. I got a roll this week. I feel like I'm on an upward trend right now. I feel like I might see some more here soon.
So I shouldn't buy stocks of you right now.
You should buy stock in me.
No,
because
I
I'm
need to
on
buy
it.
stocks when you're low.
I'm low right now. You have to buy right now.
No, because you
Do you
just
have
got to
Hunter
roll. So that
NFTs?
means
Is that what?
Yeah.
next fiscal day, you're going to be up. So I'm going to lose money.
Right. Anyway, no, I did. I got a role this week. I am now the voice actor for Lightning Lynx. It is a Sonic character. From
Oh,
the
dude, he's in that furry porn.
Nice.
anime.
yeah, my name is Lightning Lynx. I'm a part
There's a reason I
of.
brought up so much furry stuff today.
He is a Sonic character within the Sonic universe, a part of the Scourge team. Scourge is like Sonic's cousin or something like that. But he's an evil character, of course, because I basically only get villains.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe it's something to say about my character. I have no idea.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out. After Knuckles, I tap out. So I know that there's like 30 more animals that run fast or whatever.
yeah.
But
that run fast.
Wait, did you get to Shadow? You don't know about Shadow?
Shadow the Edge.
oh yeah.
No, Shadow's after Knuckles. So
Yeah, I
you're
remember
up to-
Shadow. Shadow's Sonic but guns.
Yeah.
Because was that still the 90s when they did that? Because it seems like a 90s
Oh,
thing to do.
100%. Yeah.
Or is that-
early
yeah.
2000s
Yeah.
the latest.
It's still an early 2000s thing. Yeah.
Yep, I got that role. I was pretty happy about it. I literally woke up for the studio this week. I go to the studio on Thursdays, as everybody knows. And I
Our
woke
dad's
up.
studio.
Do what?
Our dad's studio.
Yes, our dad's studio. Yeah.
Where we got this
Excellent.
fabulous equipment
Yes,
from. I'm
oh,
hoping
we
it's
should-
making
yeah.
your life better, May.
We should make sure we thank them.
Yeah. Today's sponsor.
Today's
New
sponsor.
Vine Media.
New
We could.
Vine
New
Media.
New Vine
Shout out
Records.
to my sister, CEO.
CEO.
Aren't you
Shout
like
out.
the primary shareholder? Doesn't
I
that make
am
you the
on the
CEO?
board now because
Mm.
I needed more things to do with my week.
Yes, you need more things to do. Yeah, I got the role. It's pretty awesome. Actually, I'm really excited to work on it. It's a very fun character. He's really cocky, and he's got that kind of just that voice range that I really like. And I'm really excited to work on a comic dub. I think it's gonna be a lot of
Getting
fun.
paid?
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
How much?
I'm not gonna talk about.
Can
my
you send me your
wages.
tax information?
Sure, I'll make sure I fill out a survey at the end of the.
Great,
and
yes.
I'll send it over to Kev.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're gonna need your W-2 and your W-9.
but yeah, it's really cool, and I have some auditions for some other stuff that's about to hit their deadline, and I really hope I get them too.
Yeah, jazz,
Excellent.
right?
Yep, there is a jazz audition that I really hope I get. There are some other people who auditioned.
Yeah,
that
Michael
I'm-
Clark Duncan.
No, he
auditioned.
didn't. There is somebody else who auditioned.
Isn't he
to,
dead?
I am.
Came
I
back
am
to audition for this role.
yeah, I am definitely worried that they will probably get the opportunity, which is fine. I never wish ill on other people, but fuck you. I really want the role.
I'm
Who
rooting
knows?
for you.
I am too.
I'm not.
Rooting for myself. But there's also another Sonic character thing I auditioned for, which is Eggman's kid. Agate and Amalette is the character's name.
Who
so
knew
that should be fun.
Robotnik fucked?
Yeah, who knew? Who
What
knew?
do you mean he's got
I don't want to know what.
ass, bro?
The character's like, woohoo! Like, I got you. It's pretty cool. So that'll be fun if I get it. I really hope I do.
Are those all the lines?
No, there's more. I'm not gonna say them all. It's fucking long. The glory of Eggman. It's
So wait, are you voicing both children or just one of them?
So it's actually because they're trying to figure out what name they want to use. It's Agate or Amalette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's
just-
one kid, but
They
they
haven't
don't know
One
decided.
kid.
I like
yeah.
Egglet.
Egglet. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
Omelette is kind of wordy.
Yeah.
Is that
like
another comic adaptation recording?
That's
thing?
actually
Or is
a 3D animation. It's like an actual Sonic 3D animation. So
Nice.
it's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
really
they
ho-
get fucked.
So I really hope I get that one because that one's really cool. But yeah, I was casted as Lightning Lynx this week, and I'm very happy about it.
That's awesome.
I'll make the announcement tomorrow with the audition tape and stuff. But yeah,
So
other than-
happy there was a change to this format.
Yeah, it's crazy.
every week it's Hunter. Did you get a role? Fuck you, Joey.
Isn't it great that he has good news this week?
Have you done like a basic reel yet? Like grenade, get down.
Oh, you mean like sound reel?
Yeah.
No, I actually haven't done a
Just Arnold
sound reel.
Schwarzenegger lines?
No, that's like
Just sound reels.
Get
it's
down.
like the classic like, oh, you should have this on your sound reels. Like grenade, get down, like you burning alive and you falling off a cliff.
I actually do need to make
There's
a
a
sound
bomb
effect
in
reel.
there.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I have done that stuff for auditions for other stuff. Like I've had to make like fighting noises and stuff, which is
Oh,
one
yeah.
that I'm hoping.
Yeah,
I
but
do
you
as
should
well.
like have
There's an
something.
audition for like a Dragon Ball Z type animation.
You should have an
So-
audition reel. You can send it it.
Yeah,
to
just
people.
like a generic.
I should, yeah, for like extras and stuff. It's
Real.
like, and things like that.
Grenade.
Really loud laughing and
Yeah.
like shit like that.
I also do my own Foley work.
Yeah.
Gets the celery out.
Yeah.
Oh no, my arm.
I can't believe you broke my arm.
Oh shit. Other than that, I don't even remember what else I did this week. I played some games.
That
It's
was the
really
big thing,
that is the big thing. That was the
You
one.
lost a lot of League of Legends.
Well,
Fuck.
bro, League has
we
been whooping our
lost
ass.
a lot of League
No,
of
no, no,
Legends this
no.
week.
I play without you.
You were the most toxic player in our group.
You are literally what people talk about when they talk about.
Yeah,
toxic
I
players
embody
of
the
League.
spirit of League of Legends.
Fucking
Nice.
crazy.
All I want is clear communication. You guys are like, no, we don't want to do it.
Yeah, why would we communicate? That's dumb.
It's a team-based game.
I ping. That's good enough. I just right
Fuck you.
click.
You're the worst. You're the toxic part of the League of
What are you
Legends
talking
team.
about? I've never been toxic in my life.
So what did you do this week?
Yeah, what'd you do this week, Kev?
Kevin, you also get to talk about your
Yeah.
week.
My week's so exciting.
Nice.
So I've been working on Twin
like
Tears
busy
Comic
as
Con
shit.
things.
Oh,
Twin Tears
wow.
Comic-Con. What
Yeah.
is it?
Whoa, wait
So
a
it's
minute.
basically just like writing sponsor letters and all this like when I say that I like run half of Twin Tears Comic Con with Mike, like that's literally what it is, because it's like everything that I mention, you're like, don't you hire out for that? No, I don't. Yeah. No, do you write your own legal documents? Yeah, I do, because
I hate myself.
Yeah, because I can't afford to pay anyone for that, because all
man.
the money goes to guests. Yeah,
It's
that's
definitely not like Comic Cons in general are not a high profit business plan.
right. Unless you have like a king convention, like don't get me wrong, I don't need to be San Diego or New York or Toronto or whatever. Like if we get 10,000 people to show up at our show, I'll be so fucking happy, because I'll be like, wow, I can
Holy
actually
crap.
pay myself, because I've been doing this for 10 years and I've lost more money than I've gained. So, but
it's fun.
yeah, it is
That's
what it is.
matters.
It's kind
Is
of
it fulfilling though?
it is, yeah. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress, especially when it comes to trying to book people that, for some reason, don't know their schedule until just enough time for you to not be able to promote them well. Yep. Because they're like, it's 3 weeks out, and they're like, I could do your show. I'm like, fucking great. Like, I'm glad you're coming, but
Yay.
this is the worst scenario, because now I have 3 weeks to let people know that you're coming.
Oh, you can always pull the Fan Expo thing and just put them on there and then be like,
Yeah, you're
oh,
right.
sorry they canceled.
Oh, sorry, they can't make it. Yeah, I have a one guest that we're working on that is fine, because they already told me ahead of time that like he's good. He wants to come, but like he has a thing that might be coming up, and he's not sure. Like it's a family thing, like personal, not a
God,
work
I
thing.
hope this works out. Though.
And I'm just kind of like,
I'm like so stoked on this guest.
because he was all in, and I'm like, oh, okay, great. And then he's like,
Oh,
we
is
got this
the one
thing
that no one knows about?
Yeah, yeah.
Is this the one that no one knows about? Oh, shh, please, you're giving it away.
Yeah. Well, this is why I haven't announced it yet, because I'm not 100% that he's
Yeah.
coming yet. But that's like what you're
But
saying.
like, I'm so stoked
Yeah.
on it. I so hope it works out.
But I was like, I got to do the right thing, and I emailed him back. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Like, I won't promote you yet. Like, let me know. And I'm just like, oh, that sucks. Like, if I didn't have a conscience, I'd just be like, he's coming. And he's like, I can't come. And he's like, he canceled.
Oh.
Like, we were gonna get him. Sorry, we're not giving refunds. But yeah, but that's not like I'm not gonna do that. So
I will,
Right.
bro. That's 100% the Fan Expo model.
Right.
Though.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh yeah, look at all these guests. Yeah, these 17 canceled.
Yeah,
Sorry.
this one canceled. This one canceled. This one canceled.
I mean, but I think if you're going to those things often enough, you're just like, I expect that some of these
Right.
people are gonna cancel,
Yeah.
right?
I think it's different for like a big show though, like MegaCon
That has like
Toronto,
15,
because they don't
20
care.
compared to like a small show like ours, where
Yeah.
it's like if one guest cancels, that's like half the guests of honor have
Right.
canceled.
Yeah. If we're getting like movie and TV guests, it's like if one of them cancels, it's like, oh shit, now we only have one other guest.
Small shows are definitely a different animal though.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
the weirdest one I ever went to was one in like the Adirondacks, where I was like, Artist Alley ended next to the Power Rangers table, so it was like me and then like Walter Jones was at the next table.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was the wildest thing, and the dude was just like salsa dancing the whole show because there was no one there.
Yeah.
He's
No,
just
it's-
in the aisle hanging out.
It's crazy, and that's the thing with like convention planning is that you've either got, like I mentioned earlier, you bring it up to somebody and they're like, what are you talking about? Like, what is this? And then the people that know what comic conventions are, like, I almost feel like those people are just kind of like, you're like a millionaire, right? Because you run a Comic-Con and Comic-Cons are popular, and I'm like,
Sure.
No.
Nope.
Like, do you have any idea how much it costs to run one of these? Like, it's not. Yeah,
It's not cheap.
No, because everything down to right, everything
right,
down to
right.
hotel and travel and all that. It's like it's all we got to pay for all of it. So, which is why I'm glad that we have people like Joey who live locally and I don't have to pay for a hotel for it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, a hotel would be nice.
yeah, and all sorts of stuff like getting vendors. It's like we're a 2-day show. It's got to be a vendor that can come out for 2 days. If they're out of town, then they have to like. If it's a comic shop that's in some other town, they have to like ship all their fucking boxes of comics and stuff and bring them down here and set them up and then get a hotel and do the whole thing. And they have to have enough staff to run it. And like, it's like, it's hard. It's hard to find somebody who will agree on the spot usually.
Did you know that each day in America, literally dozens of furries start and end their day without a fursuit? These poor furries go day to day living a lie. Their personas locked inside their non-anthro bodies. Angela lives in abject terror that the world will never know just how edgy Dark Shadow Night Hauler truly is. The furry Angelo is on the inside. Meredith knows in her heart that she was meant for scaly Fuda dragon knots, but only Chloe Flamex could withstand such powerful furry love. These stories are a true tragedy of the modern age, and you must be asking, how can I help? Hello, I'm Joey from the Older and Dumber podcast. We at O&D don't know what you can do to help these poor souls, but you can help support the podcast by joining the Patreon and buying our merch. For as low as $5 a month, you can help bring quality content to listeners just like you. Please help to support Older and Dumber and the people who make it, because sometimes I draw furries.
Hi everyone, this is Kevin Falkenberg with Page One Entertainment. The 7th Twin Tiers Comic-Con returns to the Arnott Event Center in Horseheads, New York on November 12th and 13th, 2022, presented by Page One Entertainment. We've got celebrity guests, artists, writers, vendors, retailers, crafts, attractions, gaming, maybe some podcasts, and more. Dates and times, November 12th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., November 13th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets on sale now at twintierscomiccon.com.
So, before we get too much on tangents, I know, Joey over here, you have some questions ready, right?
Sure.
Go ahead, Joey. What do you got for us to start?
Can you spill the beans on anything that's happening this year yet?
Yeah.
Who got the hooch? Spill the beans.
Anything
will come
you're
out-
ready to, because
When will
this
this
will be
episode
like
come out?
4 weeks from now.
4
this
weeks
one
from
will
now,
come out?
right?
No,
Oh, okay.
This episode will come out 3 weeks from now.
weeks from
Publicly 3 weeks from now.
3 weeks from now.
Patreon 2 weeks from now.
What are we gonna have 3 weeks from now announced? Let's think.
Well, you've dropped some announcements already.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis
I've dropped
is
a bunch of
coming
announcements. Yeah,
to TT.
yeah. We have Butch Patrick
Bruce
coming.
Willis.
We're actually doing kind of more. It feels a more horror centric.
Yeah,
show
we're
this
definitely
year.
capitalizing off
Yeah.
Halloween a little bit this year.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is not
So
what I was
won't
expecting.
know
but it's gonna
anyone
happen.
there.
Yeah,
I'll
not a
go
single
and I'll
person.
be like, who am I?
He didn't even know who that was in that picture right there. Carter has no idea who that is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Skinny
Kevin
Kevin Smith.
Yep.
We have Butch Patrick coming, who was Eddie Munster in the Munsters back in the day.
And the Dragula, right?
And the
That's
drag,
confirmed?
yeah, the Dragula car, which we have not, as this recording, we have not announced yet, but we will announce by the time it comes out. So I'm talking into the future.
Yes.
Future Kevin says Dragula.
Yeah.
Future.
Like, this is crazy. I haven't had enough drinks for this. Yeah, we have a Knight Rider kit vehicle coming. And we have the owner of that actually has like this giant Optimus Prime like suit that he
Right, I heard there was like an Optimus
type suit.
cosplay,
Some
right?
Transformers
Yeah.
coming.
And it's like
It's a transformer.
It's a transformer.
I'm forgetting now, like 11 or 12 feet tall or
Oh,
something like
man,
that. Like
that's-
the
holy
cosplay.
shit.
is.
So it's like the one they
Yeah.
have at like the Universal.
It's like
parks.
two Joeys.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy.
A big
It's like if
boy.
I were standing on Joey's shoulders.
Yeah.
I think that's as tall as Optimus. Yeah. So we have that. We have a lot of great artists coming. We have Alex Saviak, who was like worked on Spider-Man, specifically Web of Spider-Man, for like years. And then we have Dan Parent coming, who is I just announced today in the
I'm
past.
pretty excited about Dan Parent. Dan
Yeah,
Parent's
he's one of the ones that I've always wanted to come. And well, that sounds weird. He's one of the ones that I've always wanted to do our show.
That's the other podcast.
Please
The other
come to me,
podcast.
Dan.
I gotta save it. Save for the podcast. But he's
our life every week.
Yeah, he's been working in Archie comics for years. He did, Archie, Benny and Veronica. He did Sabrina the Teenage Witch. He's done art on a whole bunch of stuff, and a lot of the cool Archie crossover comics like Archie meets Kiss and Archie versus Predator and Archie versus Sharknado and like all these
Archie
crazy,
versus Predator.
yeah, all these
I think
crazy
I
comics.
had the Archie versus Kiss comic. Fuck my life.
Yeah.
My tongue.
Do you need some more bourbon?
No, I just have a chip.
So yeah, I'm excited about that. And then a lot of our, our I don't want to say our usuals, but they come to every show because they're awesome, like Joey.
Yep.
And Emily Swan and Ken Wheaton and Richard Marazio and a whole bunch of people. And
I heard a cool podcast was coming to your show.
there might be a cool podcast.
Don't
yeah.
confirm
Wait, what
it.
cool podcast?
Well,
Because I don't know of any.
Oh, you know. Oh, fuck you, you piece of shit.
Did I see DeLorean in the chat? Are we doing DeLorean again?
That was an option. We did it in 2019, but granted, that was also pre-COVID. That was in the
Right.
before times. So
Before.
we might do it again. I don't know. But
Ecto
we
one?
have, there's a lot of vehicles that are kind of out there. We're talking about doing an Ecto or maybe two Ectos if they
that's
have, because there's a 2016 Ecto, and then they I guess whoever we're contacting with is working on one from Afterlife.
Nice.
Which I don't know if it
That's
has
cool.
the seat that comes out the side, but
gotta
that would
get
be
on
actually
your
pretty,
seat. You gotta
that'd be
have
pretty
a seat,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're working on that and a bunch of other vehicles, and it's just
Do you
it's
have an A-Team van?
No, but that would be awesome actually. Yeah, we
Carter
should
says,
get an
do,
A-Team
do you
van.
have this? Do,
Yeah.
do you have this?
Listen,
Do you have this one? Do you
Classy.
do that one?
It's gonna get all obscure.
Hey,
with
you
it.
have Kit, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Kit and A-Team.
There you go.
Classic for me.
That's all you need.
MacGyver didn't have a car that was iconic, so it's like
Did MacGyver drive? I don't even remember.
I don't think
he
so.
didn't shoot a
He
gun.
built
That's the
car
only thing
himself.
about his character I remember. He was
Angus.
like, "Let me just take apart this gun to open this
Angus
door."
MacGyver.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
while
what
we're
his first
talking
name was,
about replica stuff, what's the coolest replica thing you've ever seen at a show? What's your favorite or coolest you've ever seen?
My favorite, man. There's been a few. We had a Mach 5 that was really awesome. We had a DeLorean that was really awesome in 2015, 16. I'm not
The one
sure.
from Steel City, right?
Yeah. His was great. His was fantastic. He even had the hoverboard and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was really cool. And I think like everybody took a picture with that year. That was pretty awesome. The Batmobile, the Batman 66 Batmobile was
Oh,
great.
that's cool.
Of course, we've had Optimus.
Yeah, that's right. We had the same guy who has Kit.
That was scary bringing that into the arena.
Oh my God, I didn't know.
So the clearance was so tight.
Yeah. Yeah, there were like 15 people out there just like staring, like looking at every angle of the truck, like go forward. Whoa. Okay, go forward. Turn a little bit. Yeah, it's just like tight squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had to like turn his something. I think he had to like turn his side mirrors in or something.
Yeah.
That's
It was like
through.
the stacks were like inches from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And
But the arena at the time was like, yeah, he'll be fine. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Like, I believe you. And then the day comes, I'm like,
You have no
"Oh."
reason not to believe them.
Yeah.
oh, we're putting a Peterbilt Freightliner in the arena. Yep.
Yeah, that was a cool year because we had Optimus and Bumblebee, and
Which Bumblebee?
The Camaro.
yeah, they were both from the
two
Bay
Thompsons.
movies.
With Michael Bay?
I do.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not a bug.
What was the third one? I can't remember now.
Was it Barricade?
Barricade. I was
Police car?
I kept thinking Blockade, but I'm like, that's not right.
The only reason they turned it into a Camaro is to sell more Camaros.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
That's called product
yeah,
placement.
they should have been a bug always.
He is a bug in the Bumblebee
Product
movie.
placement.
Yeah, but that's retconning because they realized their mistake. They had already sold enough Camaros.
Yeah, when they redo it, they're gonna be like, oh, Bumblebee is now a Nissan Sentra.
No, please.
Toyota Supra.
Don't put that in the universe,
Like,
Kev.
why? Yeah, just because.
They just keep changing it.
He also has a Coke branded logo on the side of it.
It's Coke wrap. It's red. Should it be Cliff Jumper? No, it's Bumblebee. It's more recognizable.
Right. And by that point, it'll be like, it's not even yellow. The side mirrors are yellow, so it's Bumblebee.
It works, you know.
Like, wait, what? Yeah.
I'd buy the shit out of that toy though. If they came out with a toy that was like B and Coke wrap, I would buy it.
Oh, Carter. That's good.
Yeah. Who else do we have coming this year that I can announce? I don't know. We always have we have obviously our cosplay groups, the Halo group and the Agents
Halo
of S.H.I.E.L.D. group.
Yep.
And we were talking about doing a gaming section, like a video gaming section, because we also have Checkpoint. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do one on the show floor. But in the center court of the mall, we are planning hopefully one of the larger Smash Brothers tournaments in New York State.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Because we'll be offering a obviously there'll be the pot for the buy-in, and then on top of that we're going to be doing a $1,000 pot bonus. Oh, hell yeah. So we're hoping to get like the guy who's running it for us that we work with through Checkpoint. He's said that he thinks we might be able to get like 200 people to show up. So that would be
Smash is
pretty
big.
huge.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Is it Melee or is it new?
I think for the show we're doing Ultimate, but I think we're also going to be doing Melee.
Okay.
Just kind of on the side. We do that at Checkpoint now. Every other Friday we do Smash tournaments.
Yeah.
We started by just doing Ultimate, and then
That's why
Everybody
last
complained.
week Kevin canceled.
yeah, because I forgot that it was tournament week. But it turned out that like
Everybody likes Melee more.
actually there were a lot of people playing Melee,
Because Melee
which is good because we do both. So
Melee's the better format.
yeah.
Oh my God.
I watch Smash tournaments though. like not ironically.
Carter's
I
like, I'm
watch
a
Smash.
I
Recently, I
can't
started
Yeah, we
watching
even have the
Smash.
CRT TVs for Melee.
Oh hell
You know,
yeah!
Damn.
everybody
Let's
hooks it up
go.
to the tubes. Yeah,
Big
every
tube.
other Friday. So that's what we're hoping. We're hoping to get a good 200 people or so for the gaming.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Be cool.
So
Same
I
thing
will
for the
say-
cosplay though. For the cosplay, we're also doing $1,000.
I saw that.
Cash,
yeah,
big
that
announcement.
cash prizes.
Sound Go Around is doing
Yeah.
something for
Our
that, right?
boys
Yep.
at Sound
Yeah,
Around.
Sound
Around
Sponsor.
Invest.
Shout out
Right.
Sound Around. They're awesome.
Yes.
Sound, yeah.
Sound Around's the best. They're work with us and sponsor us. Gosh, they've been doing it for years now. So yeah,
Great
They're
job.
just
Jay-
that great.
Jay and his crew are awesome.
Not
I
sponsored.
only have one complaint about Sound Around.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Bleep this out, May.
All right.
Yeah,
I
I'm
bought
gonna
a
duck out.
sealed. I bought a sealed vinyl Gorillaz album.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Sealed.
the one Gorillaz album.
Yeah.
The one
the one that had
yeah.
Feel Good on it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I bought it. I brought it home, completely factory sealed, brand new album.
Doesn't
Put it
work.
on my record player. It skipped. Like it was like a big skip.
That sounds like
in
a
the
you
middle of the
problem.
Yeah, I think you did that.
vinyl. Yeah.
I don't know if I blame Sound Around for that.
Yeah, that's
No,
yeah,
I mean
geez,
that's the
Carter.
one bad experience I had at Sound Around.
Oh boy.
That's like the Amazon reviews you see where somebody's like, the box came and it was damaged and it doesn't work, and the company's like, what the fuck did we do? Like we just shipped
I mean,
it.
it
We
doesn't matter if they did it. It's just a bad experience
yeah,
I
yeah.
got from a product that they had. You know.
Yeah.
Sounds
What a
like
bad
a you
experience.
problem.
And no,
Everybody
I was
remembers
like,
the bad
oh,
experience.
Like I buy a bunch of old vinyl at SoundGround, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I like it, and even if it like warps a little bit or if it skips a little bit, that's fine because that's expected from a used album, right? Like
Sure,
if you find it in SoundGround for $3, it's probably a little busted. But like I was like, oh, this is sealed, brand new.
I'm gonna go home and
album.
jam.
Yeah.
Eat my Doritos, play some League.
That's true. I didn't play League.
Sort through your Magic cards.
Sort through
League
Magic
players.
cards, probably more accurate.
I got a good one. When I was younger, my brother and I went to the
warthog.
Yeah. My brother and I went to the Arnott Mall, and we went to Saturday Matinee, and we picked up a copy of.
God damn.
We picked up a CD copy of Radiohead's Pablo Honey. It had just come out recently. That's how long ago the story is. And we threw it in my brother's CD player on his home stereo. And
Oh my God. I'm going back in time right now.
and all of a sudden the Beatles' Help started playing, and we were like, what is happening?
Wait a minute.
I just mispackaged it.
Yeah, and now we returned it and got a good copy, but then like you're actually just recently, maybe a few months ago, I was asking him about, like, do you remember when we bought, I think it was Radiohead, and it started playing the Beatles? And I was like, man, we should have fucking kept that. That would probably be worth a lot of money now.
Yeah.
Like we could sell that on
Did it
eBay.
have all the like all the outside said it was supposed to be Radiohead?
Yeah, it was bought it brand new.
That's awesome.
Case, book, inside, outside, everything was what it should be. Even printed, the disc printed was correct.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That probably would be worth a lot.
Because
Yeah,
we pulled
maybe.
it out and we were like looking at the disc like, this doesn't say Beatles on it anywhere. Yeah.
Not a single thing. No evidence.
Yeah. So it was funny. So they were
Secret
singing
coded message.
They were
for
singing help, and my
occasion.
brother started literally screaming, help! Help!
I need somebody. Help! This isn't what I wanted. Oh damn.
Yeah. So
It's good.
You know, we don't often get to travel to shows together, Kevin, where we are both there as like attendees. But every time
Yeah.
I've been to a show with you as an attendee,
Oh,
you always
boy.
come out with like the coolest finds. What is
boy.
the coolest thing you've ever grabbed at a show as an attendee, in your own opinion?
there was that year. Shit, where did we go? Was it Baltimore? It was either Baltimore or Philly.
It was a
If you went to
Baltimore,
Baltimore,
Philly
you
show.
probably
That
have a
sounds
stab
right.
wound that you can take. You can remember.
Because I remember it was Baltimore or Philly, and I bought a copy of X-Men #1. Like Uncanny X-Men #1, and I remember because we who was it? It was Koi Fam actually. We ran into Koi Fam, well, great, amazing artist, and I was like, hey Koi, look what I picked up, and he was like, oh, you want to give that to me? He like kept trying to get it from me, and then at the end of the day, we were like walking out of the event center, and I hear somebody going, hey Kevin, and I turn around and it's Koi, and he's like, hey, how you doing with that X-Men? He's like, you want to give that to me? I'm like, no, I don't. But yeah, I still have it. That was like my I'm admittedly like at this point in my life like the worst like comic convention and pop culture organizer that I can. I granted I haven't talked to many of them, but I like no longer really read comics with any regularity. And I'm totally at like my daughter is 6, so I'm like totally out of the pop culture loop. And people are like, hey, did you watch like Stranger Things season blah episode blah? And I'm like, fuck no, I
watched
didn't, because-
Bluey.
Yeah, because my daughter's like, my daughter's on episode 35 of Bluey season 3. Like,
Yabba gabba.
yeah,
How old is she?
6.
she's 6. She just turned
You
6.
can start her on
Yeah.
anime. Naruto.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just throw on
certainly.
Naruto.
Yeah.
We don't watch Bluey in this house. Put on One Piece.
Oh my God.
Although to be fair, Bluey's actually fucking awesome compared to the other stuff that she watches, because Bluey's actually pretty great.
It's like the peak.
Yeah.
The peak show. Kids
Yeah,
show.
but then sometimes she'll just put on some just YouTube video of some
absolute
That's the
garbage.
worst.
God, my
Oh,
nephews
okay.
watch all this shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm like, this
Hate
is
that.
killing you.
So Kev,
Yep.
here's a very, very emotional, personal question for you. Okay,
Oh, boy.
we're
Going
getting
deep.
serious, getting deep.
Oh boy.
Why? What made you want to continue to create T2C2? What about it is like your draw? What's your motivation for just wanting to do this? Why do you do this for everybody every year?
Honestly,
The
money.
Massive.
like
As
going-
we've discussed
I like
already
ending
on
my
this
year in the
podcast.
red. I love being broke.
well, sometimes the real comic convention is the friends you meet along the way.
That's fucking Carter's whole thing.
So
Holy
yeah,
shit.
but actually, like that's not far from the truth. Is because the thing that I look forward to the most is Saturday night after the convention. Because I'm like, I just want to get through the convention, and then I can be like, now I can go hang out with somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
Hit up the drink and draw,
Yeah.
we hang out.
Like, there
draw
are so
dicks
many-
on a guy.
yeah, like there's so many great nights that like from the show where we'd go out with whatever celebrity guest we had that year, and it's like they're just like regaling us with all these like hilarious stories, and I'm like, this is awesome. Like this made it all worth it.
This is the best.
Yeah. And like that even became was I working on Twin Tiers at the time? I'm not sure, because there was a point where I was going to Fan Expo in Toronto every year. I think I went like 6-7 years in a row before they became like gigantic, because they were like they just had like one floor show, and now they have like multiple buildings and like different like setups and things like that. So they're huge now, but which actually gives me hope, but not that much hope, because I'm doing a convention in an area with like a 30,000 population, so it's not giving me that much hope. But yeah, there was a point where I was like convention guy. Like I would go and I'd bring my books and I'd wait in line and get them signed and like all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. And I'd go to the panels and go up to the microphone, ask a question at the Q&A. And I'm like, Mr. Great Con attendee.
You're that guy.
Yeah.
Hi. Can I ask a question?
What was your
Yeah.
motivations?
Right. Exactly.
Wait a minute. That's what I just said.
Yeah. Where do you get your ideas from? Yeah. But it's
you?
yeah.
Panel 6 on page 14.
Right. Exactly.
You
I
chose
noticed
to
that
use
you
magenta number
changed the
5
design of
instead
the
of
mask.
So it was I think it was partly because of, I don't know if I just kind of like decided to, because I'll turn on a dime and be like, this sucks now. So I would go up and I just wouldn't I wouldn't bring comics with me anymore. Like I wouldn't care about getting them signed. If I really wanted to meet an artist, I would just like ask them for like a drawing or like buy something from their table. Because I wasn't interested. I was never the guy who like got stuff graded and then sold it or whatever. But and then I started to kind of get, I don't know if it was like my balls grew or whatever, but I started to like try to get into like the after parties and stuff. And like I'd start to like meet people in Toronto that I would become like kind of casual friends with, and kind of those like we'd be friends once a year type of things.
Yeah.
We'd sort of keep in contact, but then like as con season for that particular show was ramping up, I'd be like, hey, so what are you up to? Like, we hanging out this weekend? That kind of thing. And so I'd go up to Toronto, and there were a couple guys that I knew up there, and we'd hang out. And like one of them was actually worked as an extra in a bunch of shows for like USA and other networks like that. So he kind of had this, industry attitude about him where he's like, I could get us into this party. And sometimes he would. And I was like, yeah, all right, I'm sticking with you. So there was one year where we got into like the Marvel Comics after party, which was in some like downstairs bar. And we're sitting there like, drinking on Marvel's tab. And I'm like, this is fucking awesome. And that kind of like, I'm like, oh yeah, like we should keep planning conventions because like I like this. So yeah, so it's pretty awesome to just.
You started working with Twin Tiers Comic Con to get free beer.
Yeah,
That's
Pretty
what
much.
we're hearing. Yeah.
Pretty much
For the
yeah.
free stuff.
No, but it's cool, and that became like, and Joey could probably attest to this too, because like when you go to the convention and go on the floor, like unless you find like a guy who's really like affable and really approachable, like it's hard. Like I almost become like kind of an idiot. Like I don't know how to talk to people.
Yep.
I go to their table and I'm like, hi.
This is a thing.
Yeah. You make book I like. Like I just don't like, and they're just kind of like, yeah.
You inspire me.
Yeah. And some of them are just like working on a commission. They like 3 commissions they got that morning. And I'm like, okay, bye. But then like, we end up at the Marvel party on Saturday night. And like all of a sudden I'm having conversations with these people over drinks. And I'm like, this is great. This is way better than than going to the convention. So that became like my MO for every year going to Fan Expo. I'm like, I'm just going to like try to hang out with people. So we would go to the, it's actually right by the Sky Dome where they do it at the convention center, right by the Needle and all that, or the CN Tower, not the Needle. Yeah, that's a totally different area. Totally different building.
Different, yep.
Same sort of structure, but yeah. So we would go to the Sky Dome, and like the celebrity guests would be at the Sky Dome, and I'm like, oh, shit just ramped up. Like, so I'm like,
Shit just got
yeah. So I'm like, hey, there's like Tony Todd having a drink at the bar. Like, I'm gonna go talk to him and be like, hey, what's up, Candyman? Like, how you doing? And just see just random people having lunch, like. What's his fuck the two Norman Reedus and Sean Patrick Flannery were there doing Boondock Saints shit.
Oh shit!
And so they were just at the Sky Bar like having lunch and drinking, and I'm just like staring at them like, can I go talk to those guys? Like they're way more important than I am. But yeah, that just became kind of the stalkerish vibe that I developed up from that. And I was like, hey, I don't have to be a weird stalker in Toronto. I can actually run a show, and then I can force them to be my friend.
Now you have to talk to me.
Yeah. I can force them to be my friend for several
I got
hours.
you a hotel. You have to hang out with me now.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So
Them's the rules.
Them's the rules, Pally.
awesome.
Well, there you go. Those are
May,
all the
we're
places.
ending the podcast here. Thanks for joining us.
You can
Thank you,
You
everybody.
can click all the description.
Joey, shut the
links.
fuck up.
You
We're
can
gonna
click
go
the
on
links.
another-
I want to do the outro.
The links in the description.
We're ending the
below.
podcast now.
No.
Click the links, and it
This
takes
has
you
been
to our
Older and
socials.
Dumber.
You need to comment down below so Joey's not sad and depressed.
Please.
You do
comment.
answer the questions. It really makes Joey feel better. He's the only
He
one. to
draws
answer.
werewolf titties all day. He
All
has nothing
day.
else
He
to
does
do.
all this art. You guys want to answer questions? Thank you all for joining us for another episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast about three dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call Earth. Thank you, dipshits. And please buy your tickets to go to Twin Cheers Comic Con. It's gonna be fucking awesome. We'll see you there. It's gonna be a great time. Just come. It's gonna be good.
Just
It's gonna be
come.
do it.
shit everywhere.
Just
Mountains of dip
come.
chips.
Just do it.
Tip chips.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that?
It's gonna be fun.
I'm telling you, even Dippy thinks it's gonna be fun.